Hello, folks. It's the last week of July already. Yes, already. Cheers. 29th, Monday. Yes, it's very sad news yesterday. I wake up and first thing I see is the prompt that Martin Phillips of the Chills has died. I had just gotten that reissue of their album Brave Words. I really like the Chills. Made me sad, damn it. Dang it. And I was able to watch the documentary. Thank you, folks, for, letting me know. And the documentary, I'd been wanting to see it and looked it up, and it's on Tubi. And it's sad, it really is sad because I knew about Martin's hepatitis C problem. But then seeing the documentary where he explains in his own words that it was really because of the pressure of the music business that he ended up becoming an addict. Before then, it was just what most of us people do in bands and stuff is you party, you have fun, and it's kind of part of what goes down. He explained that during the making of this album, Soft Bomb, which is quite good. I don't know that it's their best, but this is the one where the record company was trying to get a commercial breakthrough. And this is even a reissue. This isn't even the original on Slash. But he talks about it, how in trying to make a go of being on a bigger label and pleasing the company and making something happen, that he lost control of the production of this and other things. It's a good album. But it was just such an illustration to me and made me even more sad as to what I hate about money and business, how it just overshadows human concerns and human needs. I love the Chills. I found out about the Chills watching Snub TV, that British underground show that I got turned on to in the 80s, in the end of the 80s. And I saw the video for Pink Frost, and I was immediately, who is this? This song is brilliant. It's simple, but it just works. And the words are important too. It's like the Chills singing this chilling song about, killing your girlfriend. These are my Chills records. The Lost EP. This is a recent edition. It's an original Flying Nun, New Zealand. He was from Dunedin, New Zealand, and apparently was still living at home in his parents' home. I relate to him. He was a pack rat. I'm not a pack rat, but in a way I am because of the records. I have so many records; they're just everywhere. I have a lot of memorabilia too, like him. He had a lot. But I just related to how these little knickknacks and these trinkets that are mementos of what we think of the world, of how music affects us and popular culture. I just related to that, I love my leather jacket. Seeing the story about the drummer passing away and Martin keeping the fella's jacket. Again, a very simple song, but just so cool. Even the words, so straight ahead. I relate to Martin's wish and dream to hear his songs on the radio, and the dream that, one day he would have the breakout hit. He deserved it. These are great pop songs with a punk attitude, but not sounding punk, but I get it. When he, again, in the documentary, they talk about when he's gone through many different band members. And people have this melancholy sort of dour view of Martin's songwriting, but I could tell even from the beginning the punk attitude was there. This is just brilliant. Kaleidoscope World, and this is the reissued double album. There's some really good songs in there. Satin Doll, Pink Frost, This Is the Way. I also relate to how he said, well, I know I'm not good looking enough, because that's such a big part of popular culture and the industry and music and entertainment is sex appeal, which is always, once I became more aware of just how this was such a guiding force in the business, it's very disappointing. Martin deserves her ears, but he couldn't get the looks. He couldn't get the girls to look at him. This is the last thing I bought. Brave Words reissue on white vinyl or cream vinyl. And then Snowbound. They were talking about the making of this album. All this stuff is good. And the other thing I have, House with 100 Rooms. Another New Zealand 12-inch single. These apparently are getting hard to find. I liked them for a while, so I've had these for a while. I caught it wasn't a catch, but it was through Mark Manor. Mark Manor, who works with Homer's, does a lot of posting on social media. And he posted a link to an article about the comeback. CDs were making a comeback in sales, which is what is the guiding force, sales. And I have a lot of CDs, and for a while, when CDs came in, I made the mistake of getting rid of vinyl, but I've never done the opposite, where I get rid of CDs because I got the vinyl. So I still got a bunch of CDs, and here's what I have by the Chills, Heavenly Pop Hit. Great title for the song. It could have been a hit. It could have been big. Soft Bomb on CD. This is the original release on Slash Records. Kaleidoscope World, when it came out years ago on CD. Brave Words on CD. And Submarine Bells on CD. I've got a ton of CDs. I don't really show them too much. I start to show them more with the idea that, people are buying CDs. More car concerns I'm going to be looking into today. But it's just part of what goes. This is sitting out an example of, the whole history of good-looking young people and how that's a big driver of the business. David Bowie, before he changed his name, Davy Jones in the Lower Third, the Manish Boys, and of course, there they are, trying to have that look. Bowie's the cutest. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just kind of musing on. It just made me sad. That Martin Phillips, he was 61. So even though mainstream pop success was gone, there was still a chance of him of having a seller. It's like being a rediscover, or it's like, I don't know. I relate to it though. I relate to Martin Phillips. I really liked his songs and his voice. I like his voice. Rest in peace, Martin. So as I started to say, I have to make a call here at 7:30 about getting my car looked at again because emergency lights are coming on the dashboard, and it's like I just spent $2,900 on this fucking car. Why can't I have a car? But this is reality, which is cars are an expense and they're an ongoing expense, and so I, for the longest time, have just been driving it and doing minimal maintenance and just trying to keep it like that, so it's no wonder. But it also does make me suspicious that I take it to this car place, particular place, and every time they get done with it and charge me, they come back and we find out something else is wrong. But again, that's probably just reality. Some other records, you folks who follow me on Facebook, saw that Friday night I played a few records and posted them. Joe Farrell, Canned Funk. I love that cover. I love this graphic. And this is a good album. CTI, not a typical CTI album. This one has kind of a raggedy edge in some of the tracks, which I like about it. It's not all smooth out and stuff. Like the Alan Holdsworth album that's on CTI, which, as far as Alan was concerned, was supposed to be a demo. And they put the damn thing out. He wasn't happy. I, for one, can tell that was just him warming up, trying to get ready. The other thing I played Friday night was some Miles Davis, Vienna, radio broadcast. This is the band with Michael Henderson, Pete Cozy. You know, these guys were doing an awful lot of cocaine at the time. Man, I'm so glad I got away from cocaine well over 30 years ago. I understand the appeal and how it so easily becomes part of the routine to keep things going, and the sexual energy part of it. And no one is immune. I mean, just throughout the world of business, cocaine still rules. I hate that shit. But this is a wild, I think that's a good word for it. This is a wild show where they got the guns blazing and Pete Cozy stands out. I love it because there's one part on here where it sounds to me like Pete is just wailing. And then here comes Miles. You know, it's kind of like Miles said, "Okay, that's enough. Let me get a piece of this." And it's a good because it catches Miles getting goosed up the ass. Instead of Miles just being cool, Pete has him playing. I forget which track it is, but if you have this, just play it and you'll catch it. As sparks fly on this. This is really good. Pete Cozy made Miles get off his ass and play a little bit. And the only other record I played yesterday besides Chills, because I love the Chills and played a bunch of Chills yesterday, as well as watching that documentary and the Brainiac documentary. I played some Hawkwind. I love Hawkwind. That's a regret I will share. I will regret that Brainiac came to Omaha more than once, knew about it, didn't get off my lazy ass and go. I missed one. I have the Hissing Prigs album, and they are good. At the time, though, when they were coming to Omaha, I wasn't hip to them, so, you know, it was like, well, just another show. Wish me luck with the car. Hopefully it's nothing too expensive. Hopefully it's maybe nothing at all, because they just finished the sidewalk, so I have a new sidewalk section in front of my house. Haven't gotten the bill yet. My neighbor, he had a 70-plus foot section put in, so I know they're going to be bleeding money from him. He'll let me know. Again, we're all combining. We're working it out together. It's still going to be a big chunk out of my pocket, but I had no choice. So really what I'm just saying is that it again will be a while before I can go to the record store. I'd like to get the latest Can, Live in Aston, that series of live recordings. I think there's a copy in Omaha. That's the one thing that, after I found out today, hopefully the car is not another $1,000 or so. It easily could be another $1,000 worth of repair. We'll see. That's mainly what's on my mind this morning. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to y'all soon. Concern about the fires. Jeez, those fires. Stay safe, people.